Greetings. Thank you all for coming out this morning. We're here to announce two initiatives, the Generation Next Young Professionals Retreat, as well as the Generation Next Educational Scholarship. I'm going to have my colleague, Mr. Creary, give an outline regarding the retreat, and then I'll speak to the Educational Scholarship. Mr. Creary?
Yes. All right. Good morning, everyone. The Generation Next Young Professionals Retreat 2019 is an experience that we're trying to organize to link young Bermudians with their counterparts abroad who are trying to be enterprising and force themselves forward. This unique Bermudian experience for young professionals hopefully will paint Bermuda as a world-class tourism destination and a global business hub. The retreat will bring together the next generation of international industry leaders to network and connect with our Bermudian young professional demographic and will foster an invaluable long-term connection between young local professionals and their overseas counterparts. The retreat has two distinct purposes. First, we intend to allow young professionals from around the globe, specifically from the eastern seaboard of the U.S. and our Caribbean region, to network and connect with our Bermudian young professionals at a networking session held on the 31st of July. This will also be open to the public. Additionally, the retreat will ensure that our island receives additional international tourism exposure that we require to maintain sustainable long-term presence on the international tourism calendar, especially among young professionals. During the retreat, attendees will develop connections at a networking event that will be open to the public. Additionally, attendees will take part in several uniquely tailored Bermudian-themed events that showcase our island's beauty, history, culture, infrastructure, as well as an overall tourism product. These will include a guided tour of our island, a VIP cup match experience, a beach barbecue, a Bermudian brunch hosted by the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Zane de Silva, and, sorry, apologies for that. Another part of this retreat is Bermudian ambassadors. Our group has identified several Bermudian university students and young professionals located across the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and the Caribbean, who will act as ambassadors for this inaugural Young Professionals Conference. Many of these ambassadors are leaders in their respective student body organizations, and as such, they will advertise the retreat campus-wide promotional campaigns and will implement specifically designed marketing plan by conducting a social media advertising informational and promotional sessions at their respective universities with their students and professional colleagues to maximize attendance at the event and to increase the exposure of this event and the island. Lastly, as you're no doubt aware, Bermuda's tourism economy has grown tremendously over the past 2.5 years, and tourism entrepreneurs have been a major part of that success by providing visitor experiences that haven't previously existed. We will create an amazing milestone event that will cement our island's position as a destination of choice for business and leisure visitors. Thank you very much.
I just want at this time to give due credit to the individuals who are present here with me, the Honorable Zane de Silva. Mr. Adrian Hartnett Bleasley of Renaissance Re could not be present here today, but Renaissance Re is a sponsor of this initiative. I would like to acknowledge Ms. Pat Phillip Farn of the Bermuda Tourism Authority, Ms. Tanya Cropley Miners of the Bermuda Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Michaela Pearman of Skyport Bermuda, and Mr. Dion Smith of Smith Technologies. I'm going to speak now to something that these individuals have made possible, the Generation Next Educational Scholarship. A great number of young Bermudians receive scholarships, which afford them the opportunity to pursue their tertiary education overseas. Regrettably, a great number of our young people aren't able to as a result of the natural vicissitudes of life, such as lack of funding. In hopeful amelioration of this yearly occurrence, we are going to start the Generation Next Educational Scholarship. Our young Bermudians are continually told that the world is their oyster and the opportunities are endless. These statements are undoubtedly true. However, we cannot neglect the fact that all of us have had assistance on our paths and our respective journeys. Generation Next recognizes that true inspiration and facilitation of connecting talent with opportunities is of paramount importance. As such, Generation Next, in conjunction with our community partners, are committed to ensuring that young people are afforded these opportunities. And we will be launching this scholarship starting in March 2019. The applications will open in March 2019, and our first scholarship will be granted in August of this year. At present, we can guarantee one scholarship, an annual scholarship of $10,000. However, as a result of the initiative that Mr. Creary just described, we are going to set aside some of those fundings to ensure that we can increase that commitment on a yearly basis. At this time, I'm going to invite the Minister of Tourism to share a few words regarding these initiatives.
All right. Thank you, Aaron. I'd just like to say on behalf of the Department of Tourism, the Ministry of Tourism, and the Bermuda Tourism Authority, I think this is fantastic. Anytime our young people get involved in such a positive initiative as this, it excites me, and I'm sure it excites many people in Bermuda. We have a lot of issues with some of our young people, and I think that the positives are not highlighted enough. So I'm very, very happy to encourage, endorse what Generation Next are doing. I would also like to reemphasize my thanks to the sponsors, and you have outlined them. It's Renry, Skyport. I think it's Mr. Dion Smith from Smith Technologies, the Chamber. It's nice to have Tanya here. And I would like to encourage, whilst I have this opportunity, to invite other businesses in the country to support Generation Next. I know the goal is to get between 50 and 100 people to participate. I'm certainly going to be optimistic and hope that you attain that goal. This is one of the initiatives, I think, that can grow and grow and grow. And I think as more support is forthcoming with regard to financing, I think that you will. And I just hope that the business community see this for what it is, and I think it can turn into something very, very good for Bermuda and our young people. So thank you again. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Minister, colleagues, Generation Next team. Thank you very much for inviting us to participate this morning and also to participate in this wonderful initiative. Generation Next ambitions with its Young Professionals Retreat aligns perfectly with current trends and future ambitions of Bermuda tourism. 2018has recognized also when you look at the program that they're planning. Bermuda Heroes Weekend, the African Diaspora Heritage Trail, and the rich history of Cup Match are among the opportunities at our disposal to make those connections, particularly with African American travelers. So we see Generation Next as a partner in this effort as well. And that's one of the reasons the Bermuda Tourism Authority is pleased to partner with them on this great new initiative to inspire travel to the island. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm pleased to be here to represent Bermuda Skyport. Skyport prides itself on investing in Bermuda and being a community partner. In 2017, we launched our social investment initiatives by establishing a library of books for East End Primary. Since then, we've invested in quite a number of public schools, sporting clubs, and charities with one common focus, Bermuda's youth. Our overall objective is to invest in the development and education of our young people. And while education is obviously important, we believe in taking a holistic approach by also sponsoring activities outside of the classroom, including sports and the arts. When approached by Generation Next, we knew it would be a good fit with our social investment focus. We are pleased to not only be a sponsor for the inaugural retreat, but also to be able to contribute towards the scholarship. This particular initiative is about empowering young people to become leaders. The founders and organizers of Generation Next are a perfect example of how by educating, developing, and nurturing Bermuda's youth of today, they can grow up to become leaders of tomorrow. While we are investing in the younger members of our society in our schools, through extracurricular activities and sporting events such as the Skyport Magic Mile, ultimately, as they get older, we hope they can become the types of leaders that this program is hoping to identify. Again, Skyport is pleased to invest in Generation Next, and we look forward to the retreat later this year. Thank you.
I would just like to take this time to thank all of you for coming out and thank the media. Thank you.